Hey everyone, it's Ephraim225. I'm here with something a little different from my Fire Emblem videos. Today I'm going to be doing a playthrough of a Pokemon fan game that I made a couple of years back. Like, I think it was just as Generation 6 was coming out. And yes, I do dabble in Pokemon fan games as well as Fire Emblem hacking and stuff. This was made for a contest, so it's not very long. It was made for a contest using the RPG Maker XP engine, Pokemon Essentials. Not the best engine in the world, but I saw that it could do cool stuff that a ROM hack couldn't, so I decided to do something for a contest with it. I actually entered two contests. One was to design your own Pokemon gym, and I don't think I handled that very well, so I don't know if I'll play through that. But I wanted to play through the other contest entry, and this contest rather, was about making your own Team Rocket dungeon, like designing a dungeon that you would encounter an enemy team in. So I decided to take that concept, and people were making a bunch of Metal Gear jokes at the time, because it was Generation 5, and there were all these jokes about Revolver Oshawott and Solid Snivy and stuff. So what I'm about to show you is me taking those Metal Gear jokes and making them into a fan game of sorts. Welcome to... Yeah, I got the theme of Solid Snake going. It's Metal Gear Plasma. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get started here. This is not a very long fan game. It lasts about an hour of playtime, so we'll just click New Game here. I forget what this intro music is, actually, but I could just look at the file. Yeah, you can see that I'm kind of grafting Metal Gear elements onto Pokemon. Because, you know, an island in an archipelago being seized by the evil team of the day. And your character is just the main character from Black and White. So you can pick either the male or female from Pokemon Black and White. And the name is... I think we should pick an appropriate name. This is Solid Snake's real name, in case anyone's wondering. I think it's appropriate. Oh, this music is epic, though, whatever it is. Kind of vague. Because, you know, Foxhound in Metal Gear Solid 1 threatened a nuclear strike, so it was much more specific. Anyhow, we got the theme of Tara going here. Or the intro to it, at least. Did he seriously swim? Well, I guess asking questions about my own plot is gonna be weird. It kept you waiting, huh? That was the perfect timing for it. And even the text in this fan game is a bit lengthy now that I think about it, just like a Metal Gear cutscene. I hope I'm not scrolling through this too fast, by the way. So anyway, yeah, technology is incredible. That gag too. Anyway, the idea here is that you have to get through the base while not being seen by enemies, because, of course, if they see you, then they challenge you to a fight, and doing fights in this fan game drains resources. You don't have a lot of resources. In fact, you start with no items, but you do have a full team of 6. This here is a slightly buggy healing thing. Yeah, I don't know why I made that a healing thing. So... a thing that Pokemon Essentials can do that a ROM hack can't is that it can more easily make enemy trainers have patrol routes, quote-unquote. So that kind of inspired me to do a stealth-themed Pokemon game. And, of course, when you think of stealth games, you think of Metal Gear. So naturally, I had to do that. So you run around the base collecting items, and here's the first door you gotta get through. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, I actually forgot that guards move while you're doing dialogue boxes, so if you examine that door, you know, you might... The guard might come up behind you, which is probably not good, but you're supposed to beat this guard anyways in order to get him to open the door, which is kind of... You know, maybe it's not such a good thing for transformed into the water type. I didn't know you could do that. I'm learning new stuff every day. I guess it's kind of weird to have a forced fight in a stealth game, but then again, Metal Gear games always have bosses anyways. Alright, Bisharp. We definitely want somebody else. Here's the team you've got, by the way. They're all bog standard. Although, I just saw that Garbodor there was female, which is very, very strange. A female trash bag. Yeah, so the guards are really not that hard to fight at all, as you just saw. Alright, so the door's open and we can talk to Red. And Red talks. I'm sorry, I made Red talk. Yeah, I had to make it so Red couldn't do anything somehow. You can totally trust me. I know that guy that you're buddies with. Yeah, I wanted to turn Red into a Gen 1er, basically. Oh, here it comes. Metal Gear? Ah. Well, I hope you can swim. All the swimmer trainers in the game can swim, so why can't you? We're the only ones who have to use Pokemon to swim, actually. Alright, so we'll leave him to that. And is everybody ready for the first boss? Because here he is. I had to do it. I gave him the most bottom of the barrel name I could think of. And of course he makes a bunch of Ocelot jokes. Anyhow, he shouldn't be that difficult to fight. I mean, Superior is just the perfect lead. He's good against all the water types. Wow, a crit? There's so much for draining my resources. It's one down. Next up is Whimsicott. I can't... You know, I'm pretty sure that Pokemon Essentials had not gotten the Gen 6 update before I made this. So that technically means Whimsicott is a Grass Flying instead of Grass Fairy. I never understood why they made Whimsicott Grass Fairy in the first place. I mean, there are better candidates if you want a Grass Fairy type, but no matter. Whimsicott has Prankster, so that's good enough for me. I did not give the player any ground types, so we've got to use... I'll just use Flamethrower. I don't know what I'm worried about. So yeah, not the most difficult boss in the world. That should be it for him. And this victory music just comes with the game, so I got no idea what's up with that. Money's useless, by the way. There's no shop. I should have put a shop in somehow, but I didn't. I guess I could make a joke about Drebin from MGS4. Anyhow, moving on. It's just electrodes, there's no golems. Yes, you have fans, I guess. Of course, I'm making reference to Gray Fox and that whole exchange here. Alright, so we gotta find the mine detector, and this is where, you know, if you wanted to talk about the problems with my fan game here, this would be one of them. Because in the original release of this, here's the mine detector, by the way. In the original release of this, this guard could actually trap you in the corner here if he saw you in the wrong spot. And I did warn players about that when I released this, but you know, looking back, that was really not a good idea. So I had to make an emergency edit to this in order to fix that. So here are the electrodes. They're in fixed positions, but they would naturally be invisible if you did not pick up the mine detector. And if you collide with them, a battle starts. And these are buggy too. If you collide with them, and you could just get caught in an infinite loop. It's very unfortunate. But luckily, they make you explode rather quickly. So, whatever. Alright, second floor. This is, the theme is... It is called Frequency 140.85, and it's from Metal Gear 2. On the MSX. So, I'm pretty sure you can't avoid this guard, because he always faces you. Unless I get past him. Oh, did I pass him? Oh, I guess I did. Okay, then. Maybe he'll catch me on the way out. I might be, scrolling through this too quickly, and if so, I apologize. Oh, here it comes, this theme. Yeah, just go with it, just go with it. It's Metal Gear related, so just go with it. You beat the remnants of an evil team, Ethan. I'm snarking over my own writing. Created his own chosen one. I like that line, actually. I like that line that I wrote. I think it's a good line. Creating your own chosen one. Oh, I was just about to get to the best part of this song. Oh well. Oh, you can still kind of move around and do stuff if you don't have your Pokemon. It's happened before. Oh, he's about to say it's happened before. Now, this is another thing that I wish I hadn't done. You give Ethan the mine detector so you don't have your own. So when you try and get back to where the mines all are, you have to remember where they were. It's really not a good thing. I think this guard is going to catch me on the way out, so, yeah. No biggie, we'll fight him too. I was short on names, and I basically copy-pasted a lot of these guys. But then again, most grunts are copy-paste. Oh, geez, Wish. Better not let that one come true. You know, I think Pokemon games could stand to add a sort of stealth element to, whatever enemy base you get sent into, at least. Like, not for the whole game. But sneaking up on Pokemon in Omega Ruby was actually kind of interesting to me. What does this move even do? Anyhow, the reason I don't like Pokemon Essentials, you've probably noticed by now that it's a little slow. Not too slow for this, but, not too slow for this playthrough. This playthrough is not going to last all that long. Alright, so we need to get up to the next part of this floor. And you don't want to ever use any of your items. If you get knocked out, then you just get sent back to the beginning of the area, and you retain all of your progress. So don't waste your items. I wish I hadn't used this song, by the way. It doesn't fit. Nobody else can find a Zoroark in black and white. They're an event Pokemon. Lucky dog. Yeah, I guess I didn't really let the mystery sit for long enough. Of who that fan on the X transceiver was. It's more like conversing or grunting, not talking. Oh yeah, weird text spacing because I made a mistake when I was writing it. I guess I could have fixed it. Oh, I had to sneak in a Yu-Gi-Oh joke. I just had to. Yeah, he is a total weirdo because I write him like a total weirdo. Alright, so there's nothing more in this room, but if you go up, you can find another Hyper Potion, and it won't let you through that door. Now we have to deal with the mines, or the mine electrode, or whatever, without a mine detector. So this is going to be tricky. You have to actually remember where all the mines were. So yeah, if that doesn't spell really awful design, I'm not sure what would. Oh. Last time I got caught in an infinite loop. Oh, whoops. So yeah, you just walk right into him and it happens. You can actually use these to level grind if you want, but I'll just try and run. Nope, explosion. And I have no idea what's up with the animation appearing in the top left, but I suppose we don't really need to worry about it. I'm pretty sure these are guaranteed KOs if they explode. can't really imagine you not... Oh yeah, here it goes. So yeah, I'm caught in a loop. I'm sorry, I will edit all of this out. But they're going to have to explode on my entire team. So yeah. Oh my goodness, it took like 10 minutes for them to explode on all 6 of my party members. Yeah, I really should have fixed this bug before playing this for you guys, and I should have fixed this before I released it too, but I didn't notice it. So yeah, clearly probably one of my worst traps to ever come up with. Also, you don't scurry to a Pokemon Center because you're right back here after you get KO'd. Alright. So, to recap, we have the card key now, so what we need to do is find the door that it's for. That is not too difficult. It's, oh, almost got caught there. It's, somewhere in here, I believe. This guard checks behind him. Oh, and you can even pick up the mine detector again. But this is the door with the card, that you need the card key for. So we advance to the next part of the plot. And I apologize for the really bad Genesect or Genesect sprite, but as you can see, Genesect, I guess I'm going with Genesect, it feels right. Genesect is the new Metal Gear. Metal Gear, Genesect, etc. Now, who would ever intentionally give their weapon a weak point? It's not a weak point, it's a character flaw. A character flaw. Actually, that does help. These guys, the Genesects are like, I hype them up as the next big weapon, but like, they're actually, and they have drives, by the way. I gave them all drives, but the problem is they're really trivial to take out despite what the game tells you. And how do they not hear the phone? What fuel tanks? Do you see any fuel tanks? Yeah, locking out Pokeballs doesn't quite work that way in Black 2, but I don't think it had come out yet. Or at least I didn't get that far yet. Snake, what's going on? Snake! Snake! Yeah, I had to do that at least once. Wow, I can faintly hear the theme of Tara music. I guess I didn't silence it completely. Yeah, you are lucky to have your clothes. Normally people get stripped when they get captured in Metal Gear. Alright, so you're in the cell, you just have to walk up to the door, and clicking it causes it to look like it's open. That's unfortunate. I wish I had caught that sooner. Yeah, it's Keldeo! For some reason. And you can nickname him somehow. So yeah. This is your token Pokemon just so the game doesn't get angry when you try to fight with no Pokemon, because I'm sure Pokemon Essentials would get angry if you tried it. But he's not going to live through basically any fight, so what you have to do is, you know, sneak like you always have. Oh, in this upcoming section, by the way, I would say I had the most fun writing it. So I hope you have fun watching it. Hey, it's that music! You remember that music? It feels like I copied this straight from MGS2, though. Yeah, at least I could do something kinda sorta unique. Also, there's no reason for Oak to say this right here, right now, but you know, I had to do it, right? I had to, like, copy and paste jokes from MGS2. I don't think this guy has enough sight to see you, no. You would have to lure him down and then, defeat him to get those items. I haven't been playing for that long. It says I've only been recording for about 30 minutes. But it is true, I don't really have anything else to do with my time. I'm not sure how you were supposed to get those items behind the guards, because if you pull them away, then you still have to actually beat them, and I don't think you can with just Keldeo. Okay, he says get in the truck, even though getting in trucks in Metal Gear is usually... well, it's not a bad thing if you put on the correct cardboard box, but usually it's not a good idea. Oh, what could this be? What? That's what I hope you were thinking. I was hoping people would think, what? And then I have this happen? That's Hoenn confirmed, spelled backwards. You know, maybe Generation 6 had come out by this point. Because, you know, everyone was going Hoenn confirmed when all those hints towards Hoenn remakes came out. So, I'm all the way back here. I never used that save point, or I never used that healing point earlier. So do I have to watch all the cutscenes again? I think I do. Oh, I hope the game doesn't bug out or anything. Well, if I do have to watch all the cutscenes again, then that's no problem. I just have to spare you the honor of seeing it again. Uh-oh. I've just made the game unwinnable. Oh, okay, so you can see what the whole room looks like. Yeah, if you were ever interested. Okay, this time let's not go in the truck. Instead, let's climb the ladder. And I did something really, really silly for this part. Something you might find... I might find it embarrassing.
What a thrill. Through darkness and silence, through the night.
I'm worse than Darkside Phil at singing. The ladder is not long enough to hear the full song, thank goodness, so you can just run right past that, but I subjected all of my viewers to hearing it anyways. So, N, if you're talking to Genesect, or Genesect, then that means you've convinced them to not fight me, right? Of course, you have to explain why it's Keldeo and not anyone else. I don't think the Swords of Justice would hate humans that badly, but they don't seem to be the most friendly Pokemon with humans, in my opinion, based on all of the lore. You and every other spy in the entire fictional world. Why can you only carry 6 at a time anyways? Maybe that's just how many balls are on your belt. Oh, this is gonna be so long, this talk. Debatable. Which is kind of like what he says in Black 2, oddly enough. Okay, so I made some emergency edits to Getsis's Genesect and his regular team because they were completely awful in the original. They're all level 50, and you have to deal with 6 Genesect. Each has a different drive, and you have to deal with Getsis himself, who has his original team from Black at level 50. So you have to deal with a Hydreigon, you have to deal with all sorts of horrible stuff that is just next to impossible with a team of 6 level 50s. Doable, but you would need lots and lots of luck. So I just made quick edits. That was the other huge flaw with this in the original release. So, you know, quick edit, emergency edit, let's move on. And now I'm just breaking the fourth wall here. For no other reason than because, like, you know, we already had the MGS2 moment where your contact starts acting all weird and stuff. I have no idea what earlier statement he was referring to there. And it's all up to the player character because, you know, as always. Alright. So yeah, they were level 50, which almost guarantees that they're going to go first. And they're still going first, but their damage is lower now, so I think this is going to be a lot more doable. Like, maybe the last one could stay at 50. But this is a lot better already. You just hit him with flamethrowers and, metal sound. That's actually not good. Because they have Signal Beam and they have Technoblast. These are both moves that, do a lot of damage and hit special defense. But I think we're okay. This music, by the way, is from the final boss of MGS2. I think it fits. So that one had the water drive, or blue drive. I forget what they're called. But they do have drives, as you can tell. And that was probably the most threatening one to your strategy of sweeping all 6 of them with Emboar. And that's basically what you have to do. It's not really... Like, I don't know how possible it is to fight a bug and steel type. I think that's his type. I don't exactly remember because I haven't played Pokemon in forever. But no one else on the team really has any capability of fighting poison and bug types. What does this one have? This one's got a steel drive, I think. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Hyper Potion. At least the HP restores instantly. Not like if you had, not like if you get a one-hit kill on him and he just, like, takes forever to drain all of your health. Yeah, I'll say that was a waste of a Hyper Potion, to be honest. So is that number 5? I think that's number 5. We'll know if it's the last one. Alright, this is the last one. You can tell because I made it shiny just to troll you. It wasn't shiny in the cutscene, though. Anyways, that's done. It's round 1 clear. I've got 3 Hyper Potions and 2 revives. So I think I'm okay here. Against a bunch of 40s, you know, I should be okay. Just stop before the friendship speech comes out. And for some reason, he figures out the ruse. It's Imposter Professor Oak from the TCG. Like, this was the biggest surprise character appearance I could think of, so I went ahead and did it. But him being part of Team Plasma is weird because Imposter Oak is a... It's a rocket thing, isn't it? Oh well. Ooh, I made a grammar error. This music doesn't fit, by the way. I didn't edit it. Alright, so the big man himself. Named Dennis because I felt like making the worst joke in history. Oh, did I just use Heat Crash? I wanted Flamethrower. Oh well. That's fine. Flamethrower seems to be better for this particular Embor. It's probably because of the special attack stat being higher. But I like, gave most of these Pokemon both a special and a physical attack. Like, this one is physical. I presume it's physical. Let's see, Electros. I'm just gonna stick to Superior for Electros. A female Electros. Yeah, this should be fine. We'll out-damage him at this level. Maybe that was too big of a level nerf. Don't paralyze. Oh, you paralyzed! I shouldn't have said that! And I don't have any full restores, so this is actually going to stick unless I faint. Oh, and flinching, too! Acid. Metal Gear Acid. So I've been paralyzed 2 times. But I didn't flinch 2 times. So I've at least got that going for me. I think he brings out the Hydreigon now. Even though it's... No, it's Drapion. I don't remember Drapion at all. So I'll just switch in Samurott. There are dozens of Pokemon I don't remember. Oh yeah, Drapion's the Scorpion. Oh, alright, so this is actually pretty alright. What does Night Slash do again? Nothing important by the look of it. Is he not KO'd? I can't even see the sliver of red health. Alright, so here's Hydreigon. So naturally we send in the Ice Cream. All hail the ice cream. And yeah, at level 40, wow, a crit too. At level 40, he's not going to outspeed me, so I'm not sure I should have nerfed the difficulty after all. But oh well. So many moves that I don't know what they do because I'm not paying attention to Pokemon that much anymore. Anyhow, that's the end of that. I think I named him Dennis actually because you have to give him a different name from the other trainer, but I could be wrong. You know, oddly enough, we are, because Pokemon Conquest happened. And as one final little Easter egg, the music is this one song called Winter Road, which sounds similar to the Metal Gear theme, but isn't actually the Metal Gear theme. It came way before the Metal Gear theme. And that song actually is the reason they switched the Metal Gear theme, starting with MGS4. I liked it better when he was silent, too. Oh, look. Okay, Black 2 definitely was out by the time I had made this, because I'm making reference to the studio film from Black 2. Yeah, I made them face the wrong way. That's unfortunate. It's ruined the whole thing. I should have made the fade out faster. Yeah, shame he doesn't appear at all in X and Y, huh? Anyhow, that's the end of Metal Gear Plasma. Looking back on this was quite a treat for me, so I hope it was enjoyable for you guys to take a peek at what I do when I'm not hacking Fire Emblem. So yeah, next time we return to my Rage Fest submissions, probably. I know there's a good one coming up. Oh yeah, there was this ending screen here too.